What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Magi, Labyrinth of Magic, chapter 338. And last chapter was so goddamn awesome! We had Judar just trolling the shit out of Teen Sinbad. It was fucking awesome. I hope that the fights get even better. Can we just have Judar just fight everybody? I just love what he said. I think like the best part was when Sinbad said, what if your life could have been different and blah blah blah, and he's like, no, I'm having too much fun destroying shit with a HAKURYUU. I was just like, yes! I love Judar. Judar's like the best fucking character of this series. He is my favorite character of this series. It's been that way for a while, but last chapter like really sealed the deal. And I love that we saw like what could have been, but to be honest, especially if you've been reading Sinbad no Boken, I honestly think that even if Alphaman would have never would have taken Judar, I still think Judar would have been Saradine's Magi before being Sinbad's Magi, in all honesty, because again, Yunnan in all reality was the first one that helped him discover the dungeons and shit. So anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens. I'm just really hyped. Inside the first dungeon Baal, Judar defeated the gods' convictions, but this is called Valfor. I win, Sinbad. This divine trial of yours wasn't much after all. I have heard your answer, Judar. Oh no! He's not dead again! Oh my god! Ugh, he returned to life! Why don't you just die, you bitch? Are you telling me, he won't even die even if I cut off his head? How the hell am I supposed to conquer this dungeon then? What the hell, stupid lord? Let me tell you something. This is your grudge from when you were 14 years old, right? It doesn't have anything to do with the downfall of the first kingdom of Sindria. This is not my fault. Oh! I'm telling you, you need to read Sinbad no Boken. This will all make sense. That's not it. A role, huh? What? To consider such things as HAKURYUU's role and to surrender as Aladdin and Alibaba's role, that's what you said, right, Judar? Yeah, more or less. In other words, you wanted to say that, faced with an irrational destiny, you choose neither to destroy it nor surrender to it, but you should share the various roles with your comrades, right? That was an answer Sinbad would never think of. But will you be able to use the same idealistic thinking in the next dungeons? The first dungeon has been conquered. Yeah, bitch! We've been conquered, but damn, see? Sinbad got you there, Judar. Sinbad got you there because he said, because you know how Judar's been. He's been like that. He's been kind of like Yunnan in a way, where he's like the lonely Magi in a way. But he needs his friends. He needs HAKURYUU. What's up with them? Sinbad, what are you trying to achieve by making us your opponents? That's what I'm curious. I'm curious about this too, and I got a feeling, and this is why you nerdigans need to be reading Sinbad no Boken, because we're like, especially right now, if you're all caught up to it, we're getting to the juicy stuff. We're getting to Sinbad's regret and like a lot of the shit with Judar and shit like that, because Judar made that point. He said this has nothing to do with with Sindria. I had no role in that shit. Or hold on, let me just make sure that's what he said. With the downfall of the first kingdom of Sindria. So it's not only the first kingdom of Sindria. I think that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the island that Barbarossa gave to Sinbad, or sold to Sinbad. So we know that's gonna happen. But anyway, Baal is sinking. Judar must have conquered it. Seems he made King Sinbad agree with him. Agree? Please tell me, you two, what is King Sinbad's only regret? Well, Uncle Sinbad believes that he is right. He was able to become the most powerful person in this world by his strength alone, and yet now there's something he wants to acquire by fighting against us. Can't you see it by following that reasoning? No, I can't, I'm telling you, his single most regret has to deal with Saradine. He couldn't save her. He couldn't save his true love. That's what his biggest regret was. I'm telling you, that's what it is. And this is why you need to read Sinbad no Boken. I spoiled it for you, but whatever. Aladdin, I really hate when you talk like that. It looks like you're trying to test people from a great height. What? He talks like Conan. Slash Jimmy Kudo. He really does. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Don't act like a child. Hey, stop fighting with each other. HAKURYUU wasn't able to make many friends either, you know. What do you mean? Nothing in particular. I meant what I said. What's wrong with this woman? What is she scheming? Well then, this is the second dungeon. Oh, here we go. Second dungeon. Spirit of Falsehood and Prestige. Valfor. Ooh, I wonder who's going to be fighting Valfor. Oh, we get to see the flashback of Sinbad no Boken! Yes! What is this place? I see another weird, spectacle. Look at that! I'm telling you, go read the fucking manga! The 8 generals, and what is that? What is the huge thing over there? That's Destiny. Uncle Sinbad's so big! Welcome, Valfor is the dungeon I conquered when I was 15 years old. At the time, I was traveling around the world together with my friends in order to found my own country. I conquered dungeons, formed alliances with other countries, and created a trading company. However, a strong enemy called Destiny stood in our way. This enemy continuously poured irrational things over people without any sin. Evil schemes, forced labor, slavery, torture, and all that happened because King Solomon dispersed destiny around the world. What should we believe in such a world? I will ask you this. Here we go again. In such an irrational world, what should we be distrustful of? What should we believe in? The Sinbad that I, Valfor, have acknowledged, this is the conviction of falsehood and prestige. Woo! Dungeon equip Valfor. Valfor? This is the first time I've seen this dungeon equip. What are its abilities? A king vessel tarnished by doubt and suspicion, huh? If I win, will you give me the answers to that question, HAKURYUU? This time I will be the... HAKURYUU? This time I will be the one to break God's conviction. Woo! This is definitely a good one for HAKURYUU. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is definitely a good one for HAKURYUU. What should be distrustful of and... What should one be distrustful of and what should one believe in? It's time for HAKURYUU, the one who led a life of violence, to attack. Oh, this is definitely a good one for HAKURYUU, because remember how HAKURYUU was brought up. Yes, and I kind of wish that the first dungeon would have had the similar film kind of thing like this one does of how they conquered the dungeon, and I hope the rest of the dungeons have that as well. I really am loving this arc. This arc is so amazing, and it's telling you need to read Sinbad no Boken, which new chapter is out, by the way, and I'm going to do a live reaction for it. But I'm curious what you nerdigans think of this chapter. What do you think? Do you think Judar's going to catch up in time? And what do you think of because we're going to get to Sinbad no Boken. What do you think of what Judar's possible role was in the fall of Sindria, the first Sindria, which is going to be during the Parthian War? Anyway, oh man, this is just going to be awesome. I can't wait. Anyway, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a couple ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. I'd love to have a little Judar plushie to do these live reactions with, to be honest. Both links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, and friend me on PlayStation Network. Everything's in that description box below. And until next time, my fellow Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!